Sacramento Kings. KeonEllis joins us. Keon, thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, no problem.
Now, I know you do a lot of different interviews, as we all do, but we actually had a conversation last media day, okay, and at that time I had asked you just how things had kind of changed because you went from being a two-way guy, and then towards the end of the season, obviously, you were on the team and you had kind of said, hey, thank you to Stockton, but I'm going to spend my time in Sacramento. Now, here you are. This is basically how my math is. This is basically the second season as a everyday guy, if you will, in the NBA. How has life changed for you, if at all?
I don't think it's changed much. I think, everything that I'm doing is pretty much still on the same schedule.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say that there's too much of a change, but it's funny that you say that because I look at it as more so. You said a year 2. I'm looking at it as a year 3.
Right.
So yeah. But on the same page. And
yeah. And the other thing, when we spoke last season, again, finding your footing, and now you already know that you belong, and now you've shown it time and time again. Something that we spoke about was your playmaking. Now, I do follow you on social media. I don't need to follow back. I know you got a lot, but I know there's a lot of people out there. But I do follow you on social media, and I was watching some of your workout videos, and it looked like there was more of an emphasis on not just playmaking, but offensively kind of taking a step, if you will, to get to your spot and to kind of develop more of a repertoire to offensively say, hey, I'm going to go get something on my own. Has that been a focus for you, or what have you been focusing on this summer?
I mean, a little bit, just because, year after year, teams are getting more used to you, your game and all that. So, I mean, I think I've seen it like at first, like I was getting wide open shots, a lot of wide open shots to have to prove myself. And then after that, it was like, okay, he can shoot. So now they're chasing over screens and stuff like that. They're running at me. And then so I think, just the next step of things is to just, if I do get ran off and, and they're staying home and they're not helping, like, you have to be an option to make something happen. So definitely worked on that during the summer. And I mean, I think that's the time to work on that, just because that's when, you work on those things to help the team out. And, then when everyone comes together, then that's more of a team style basketball anyway. So more of a situation of better to have it and not need it. So
talking to KeonEllis. Now, Keon, as we've discussed the evolution of your career earlier this summer, the Kings picked up your option, and now that could mean that you hit free agency at the end of the season. How has that been for your kind of thought process, and something that you maybe haven't dealt with before, if you will? How has that process been, and how has that kind of shaped how you're going into this season, if at all? Are you just, hey, we're going to deal with that when we deal with it? How's that been for you?
I mean, yeah, it would have been nice, but I mean, it did happen. So not too much you can really do on it. But I mean, I think my approach to the season is still be the same Keon that I am, do what I do. And, I know that everything will take care of itself.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the approach, I mean, I do know, though, that every year, like, a little bit more is expected of you. So, I mean, I do expect to do more things. But, I mean, mindset-wise, I do feel like I'm still coming in and being KeonEllis. So,
speaking of being KeonEllis, there's been a lot of conversation about the prototypical type of player these days, right? And it's, you got your star, you got your big man, and the rest of the dudes, you got to defend at a high level, and you got to shoot the three ball at a high level. And a lot of people have been saying Keon kind of fits this new age role player, if you will, to a T. Do you look at it like that? Do you look around at the other guys, the Jaden McDaniels and guys like that? Do you say, not to maybe use them as a comparison, but do you say, okay, cool, the Timberwolves, they're balling, right? Seems like OKC got about 7 of them on that team. Do you look at that and say, hey, this is kind of the role that I've carved out, and I want to be kind of the best version of myself? Do you look at yourself in that space?
Oh, for sure. I mean, just because I don't think I'll ever be the guy to, be asked to score 25 a night. So it's like, what is your role? And I think that's the role that kind of got me on the scene. And, I think just perfecting that role. Because, I mean, like, at every other level, like, I was more so a scorer first. So then, coming into this setting where all you're mostly being asked to do is to defend and just shoot the ball. Like, that's very easy. Like, it's just to shoot the ball. So, yeah, I mean, perfecting that role is definitely like something that I really do take pride in, because that's my job. So, to come out and do that at a high level is what I look forward to doing.
And it's interesting, there have been so many clips. I think I saw Coach Bobby Jackson talking to the crew at Rico Hines and some of the younger players. Seems like there's more of an emphasis on, hey, you got to find a role and stick to it. Does it feel like that has changed when you were at Alabama, and maybe at that time maybe you personally always knew I'm going to have to fit into a role, but it feels like there's a new emphasis just around the league of, hey, we need y'all to stop trying to get into your bag all the time, like Mark Jones would say, and there's only going to be a couple 2 bag work dudes on the team. The rest of y'all go defend and go shoot threes. Feels like there's more of an emphasis on that, I don't know, the last 3 or 4 years.
I mean, yeah, I think even when we were working out, I mean, Julius Randle kind of said the same thing after we got done playing. And I mean, he kind of, like you said, his early years on, like in his career, that wasn't his role. Later on, that it changes. So, but I think for a guy like me, with that being my role, to just, accept it, like, that's, I don't take any slight in it. I mean, it is what it is, and that's what I'm here to do. So, but I mean, that's literally my focus, and I know that's what's going to make me stick. So I don't see anything wrong with that approach, and I think younger guys should probably take that approach.
KeonEllis, before we get you out of here, I always ask you about, I told you, right, I've got one more year of big bro. Okay, next year I will be Unk. Okay, so I already sound like it, I know, but the newest gaming situation you got out there, I know you got the gamer tag, I know you're a big gamer. What game are you playing right now?
Mostly I've been playing 2K26.
Okay.
2K26. I still get on Fortnite a little bit.
Yeah.
I've been off of Call of Duty for a little while, but those are probably like my top 3.
Were you okay with your ranking for 2K?
I mean, honestly, I never really care about the rating, because like, I don't play with the Kings. Like, I don't play play now games. I literally just go make my own character. So like, all I need is like my face scan, my NBA logo, and I'll handle the rest. Like, the ratings, I literally never play like you would never come to my house and we'll be playing 2K against each other. Like, so it doesn't matter to me.
KeonEllis, thank you so much for joining us. Hey, good luck in your real career. Good luck in your my career in 2K, and we'll talk to you again soon, man.
Facts. Thank you.